conference, those liberal British values are also why I am so angry with this Conservative government. They just don't get it. I'm angry at the way these Conservatives have squandered the hard work and sacrifices of the British people. As families and pensioners, businesses and workers have all spent the last year battling soaring energy bills, rising food prices, and the long shadow of the pandemic, the Conservatives have indulged in damaging party infighting and dangerous ideological experiments. Pig-headed and pie-eyed, as my dad would have said. And I'm not just talking about Boris Johnson or Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak. I'm talking about every single Conservative MP at every step of the way, putting their own narrow self-interest above our national interest. The Conservatives, always so out of touch, always taking people for granted. What a disgrace they are. Just at a time of crisis, when we did need strong and stable government, the Conservatives gave us chaos and division. When Britain needed integrity, they gave us Boris Johnson. When our country needed wise leadership, they gave us Liz Truss. When people needed change, they gave us more of the same with Rishi Sunak. When we needed a gallant crew on the bridge to steer our great British ship through choppy waters, we've instead had a bunch of mutinous pirates only interested in who got to wear the captain's hat. We needed Hornblower. They gave us Pugwash. Friends, this is going to sound revolutionary. Bear with me. When the country faces a cost of living crisis, I believe the role of government should be to help people and help businesses properly, not make it worse. But apparently these Conservatives don't see it that way. Their cost of living crisis has plunged 1 million more people into poverty, many of them children. Tens of thousands of families have been made homeless. Many more families are relying on food banks, including some of the hardest working people in our country. As last week's budget confirmed, people are seeing their living standards plummet at a faster rate than ever before. And the Conservatives' answer? Appoint a new deputy chairman to tell people to stop whining, to tell them they can get by on 30p a meal. It's not just that the Conservatives are out of touch, they are on another planet. Just look at the policy choices these Conservatives have made over the last year, while millions have struggled. Tax properly the record profits of the oil and gas giants, as Liberal Democrats were the first to argue. Profits made on the back of Putin's illegal invasion of Ukraine. It's a no from Rishi Sunak. But take money out of the pockets of struggling families with unfair income tax rises, an enthusiastic yes from the Conservatives. Start to cut energy bills as gas prices fall, as we proposed, so families and pensioners don't have to choose between heating and eating. No way, says Jeremy Hunt. But recklessly add hundreds of pounds to people's monthly mortgage bills, pushing many to the brink of losing their homes, with pleasure as they all gleefully cheered Liz Truss's budget. The Conservatives aren't serving the public. They are only serving themselves. Utterly devoid of the values that make our country so great: compassion, community, fairness. These are touchstones for the British people. They are fundamental to us as Liberal Democrats, but they are alien to today's Conservative Party. Conference, I don't believe there is much that is guaranteed in British politics any longer. But there is one rule that I think is set in stone. And that's how you know when a government has reached the end of the road. Here it is. You can call it Davey's first law of politics if you like. And it's this. You know a government has reached the end of the road when it chooses to pick a fight with Match of the Day. If they didn't think it was all over before, they certainly do now.